This is Sage Wanderer. With a heavy heart, I'm here today to report to you that I believe that civil war is currently underway and that preparations are moving at a breakneck speed, and that what I thought was months away may be days away or weeks away or hours away. I talked a lot in previous videos about Antifa. I didn't talk much about all the other elements. I would like to report now my summary of all the other elements that are aligning now to make civil war imminent and unavoidable. And the time for preparation is closing. The window is closing on preparation. It's almost time to, if you're not ready yet, you better get ready quick. So here's the shakedown from the top down. At the very top, you've got a president that's being encircled by deep state operatives. They have infiltrated his cabinet, and they are isolating him from communication with people who know what's going on. They have convinced him to break one of his campaign promises to remove the troops from Afghanistan, and instead he has approved a surge of troops in Afghanistan. I can understand the general's tactical reasons for this. However, I think it's evidence that the president is being turned by globalists who are surrounding him. The generals have convinced him to relieve of duty all of his advisors that have seen him through his campaign, and they have one by one picked them off, and they are no longer a voice. The president's connection with Roger Stone and Alex Jones has been severed. He is currently completely cut off from outside information. He is being isolated. You've also got the members of the Democratic National Party, like Nancy Pelosi, openly labeling non-Nazi, non-racist, good-hearted prayer patriots as Nazis, and has signed off on their wholesale attack and slaughter. And this individual refuses to, even after seeing the evidence of the attacks on people with their hands up saying, please don't hurt me, I'm just here for peace. She's still calling them Nazis, and she's still giving Antifa a free pass. So we have members of Congress that have gone from calling for the impeachment of our president to some kind of forced removal of our president. I have recently received intel reports that indicate that all of the major banks have been liquidating stock by the billions, and that they are moving out of the United States stock market in droves. The Rothschilds have divested themselves of all American currency and are switching currencies and moving out of the COMEX markets and into offshore holdings. The stock market will soon experience a rally and then a backlash crash. And on top of that, we've got indications that with the militarization of the police force by Donald Trump, that he is preparing and empowering the police to deal not only with Antifa, but potentially with an uprising from the deep state, from the alphabet soup federal bureaus. I have been hearing indications that there is a soft struggle, a struggle of ideas and beliefs within the alphabet soup organizations, which I will not name, where there are Trump loyalists and those that oppose him, and they are jockeying and vying for position within the organization. I feel fairly certain that the military will fall completely on the side of Donald Trump. I do believe that soon we will experience martial law as this civil war rolls out. I told you this morning that Antifa has named November 4th as their day of uprising and the day of their purge. I've since confirmed this information from numerous sources. I have confirmed from Portland Antifa that this will be a day of rally, although I can't get them to commit or can't get anyone to indicate that it's anything more than their regular kind of hoopla. But I guess that this is probably connected. So I'm heartbroken. I'm kind of a crier. I'm one of these guys that is really tough, but yet I'm soft-hearted. And I was a bit of a brawler in school, and I'm pretty notorious as a young man to weep openly as I whoop your ass for making me have to fight you because I really just wanted to be your friend. And so I've been in and out of a lot of emotion today. I've been in deep contact with my children. And whether to flee or whether to stay and stand our ground is a topic of discussion. My desire is to bolt, but I'm an old man with a bad knee. So they pretty much let me know that they're deciding whether they stay or whether they go. You may not take any of this seriously. If you don't, I think you're making a huge, huge mistake. Open your eyes. It is everywhere. Don't listen to the fake media. They're distracting you. And I will say that a lot of these moves on the far left, a lot of these anarchist moves, a lot of these government moves, a lot of these deep state moves are happening in the wake of the Texas hurricane disaster and flood in Houston. And I think that they're using that as cover while everyone is distracted to make some major moves. Texas, a major ally to the right, and a right majority and strong militaristic state, is currently in a state of disrepair because of this hurricane. The timing is right for them, for those on the left, to make their move, and I believe that they are. I'm going to try to keep you updated as much as I can. Know this, I expect even more heavy censorship. There's a battle coming that's been going on for some time with Google. You may Google and YouTube and Facebook, and you may have noticed some of your favorite contributors are dropping like flies. They are reorganizing in other third-party video sharing, non-discriminatory and open forums. I will give you a list of these forums, and I will probably move my information to that forum to continue this information war. I feel like Alex Jones and InfoWars is a bit asleep at the wheel right now because they are in Austin. They are focused on what's going on in Texas, and they are missing some of the major moves, especially the financial moves. Follow the money. The financial moves is where the proof is. Look for yourself. Goldman Sachs, dumping stock. What's another one? Big mortgage companies. They're all doing it. They're divesting themselves of American stock and American interest and American infrastructure in anticipation of what's about to happen. Get the info. Get prepared. Get on your sneakers and get ready to bolt. I know I sound like a fearmonger. I've been following this kind of stuff for decades, and I got hooked in a little bit on some of the past things like Y2K and the 2012 thing. But this is 100 times more alarmed than I was with any of that. I have not been this alarmed since the Oklahoma City bombing and the Waco incident that happened in the 90s. This is actually, I almost feel like this is the left's response to the right making themselves known in the 90s, that they weren't going to put up with a gun grab, and that they have devised another plan of a citizen army of brown shirts working in conjunction with the deep state. And to tell you the truth, I believe that a North Korean attack will be timed with this event. When the uprising occurs, that's when North Korea will make its move, because I think there is indication that the far left and the communist agitators are directly connected to China, and that China is only pretending to reign in North Korea, and that China and North Korea are working in concert with the deep state, the American media, and Antifa, BLM, and BAM, and many other organizations, and they're all working in concert together. And the perfect storm is brewing, and I don't know how to be any more urgent than this. I hope time will tell, and I hope it shows that I'm just an alarmist, because I don't want any of this to go down. But I got to tell you, I've never, ever been more concerned than I am right now.